Okay, so for this project, I am going to be using a J hook, of course my favorite, 6.0, and a pair of scissors, and of course yarn. So I'm going to start with a foundation chain of 25. So go ahead and yarn over and get your slip stitch on your hook, just like so. Okay. And don't worry about these ends because we will be, actually that's a little bit of a long tail that I need. I don't need that long of a tail. But you do want to have of course, a nice size tail. But mine was a little longer than I needed. Okay, so go ahead and chain up 25. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's 3, 4, 5, 23, 24, and 25. Now we are going to chain up 2 more. 1, 2, and into our 4th chain from the hook, we're going to put a double crochet. So skip 1, 2, 3, and then into our 4th chain from the hook, we are going to put in a double crochet, and we're going to do this all the way across till we reach the end. So go ahead and put double crochet, so that's yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way to the end. And you should have a total of 25. Okay, I'm coming up on my last 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. So don't forget to count your very first chain 3 as your first stitch. So you should have 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Again, don't forget to count this one. Okay, so go ahead and we are going to switch colors now. I'm going to a dark brown. Now you may not clip off this way like I like to. Let me just show you. So I was at my last stitch. I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and I'm going to clip this color. Some people like to just not clip off and go right into their next color. I prefer not to do that with anything that's going to be utilized in a vigorous manner, like a washcloth, you know. So, but you can do whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, and I'll be right back with a brown is going to be my next color, and I'm actually going to just insert it into this stitch right here, right into there. I'm going to go, and I'll meet you back. I should mention before you change colors, I'm actually starting from the opposite side where the chain 3 is. That is where I'm going to change my color of yarn. In fact, for each round, I will be starting on the opposite of where I ended. Okay, just you don't have to, but I'm doing it this way for this pattern. Okay, so go ahead and insert your hook, chain up 3 when you get your yarn on, and I will meet you right back. Okay, so for this one, this row, second row, we are going to do a double crochet in each of the previous double crochets. So we should have a total in each one of these spaces right here. We are going to do a double crochet, and we should have a total of 25 when we reach the end over here. Okay, so go ahead and do your double crochet for this row, the dark brown or whatever color you're using, and I'll meet you right back. All right, so I have my 25 stitches of brown going across for that layer there. I know I can't get it all on the camera, so I'm trying to show it to you. Well, maybe if I put it diagonally. Okay, so like I said, I started on the chain 3 side. It was just easier for me, and I'm doing that with this pattern all throughout. I'm going to switch So like I ended on this side, I'm going to alternate and start on this side when I start the orange for the pumpkin. Alrighty. Alrighty, so it's time to make the little pumpkin patch. And what we're going to do, I already did it because I started to make the video and then I realized I felt like I was going too fast. So I have to slow down a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip the first stitch here. We're going to skip 1, 2, and 3. And into the 4th stitch right here is where we're going to insert our yarn and attach it, which I had already done. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Again, we're skipping that chain 3, the first stitch here, this first stitch here, and into the 4th stitch right here in that space where my finger is. That's where we're going to put our color. Okay, so go ahead and insert your hook, bring it up, chain 3, 1, 2, I'm sorry, already, I'm sorry, chain 2, only chain 2, not 3. Okay, so chain 2. That's going to count as our first half double crochet. This is why I had to do the other video over, but I had actually made a mistake there too on the same space. So it's only a chain of 2. So yarn over, insert your hook. We're going to do a half double crochet. So you should have 3 on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. That is technically your second half double crochet right there. So we have our chain 2, which counts as our first half double crochet, and the half double crochet we just did. So now we're going to do 2 double crochets. So into the same stitch, we're all still working in the same stitch right here. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull your yarn up, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over again, insert your hook, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's your second double crochet. So we have 2 half, 2 double, yarn over, insert your hook, and we're going to do a half double crochet and pull through all 3. Okay, now we are going to skip this next stitch right here, and we're going to go into the second stitch right here, and we are going to insert our hook, pull your yarn through, and pull through the loop on your hook for a slip stitch. Okay, then into the very next stitch right here, we're not skipping anymore, just that we have our slip stitch in this stitch right here. So into the next stitch, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, and do a half double crochet, and yarn over, insert your hook into the same space, pull up, yarn over, and do another half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up, 2 double crochets. So there's our first one, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2 for our second double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into that same space, and do a half double crochet. Now we're going to skip this next stitch here, go into this next stitch right here, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, and pull through on the loop on your hook. And that's what we're going to do all the way across. So we are going to do 2 double crochets, 2 half double crochets, 2 double crochets, and a half double crochet all into the same stitch. Then we're going to skip a stitch, we're going to do a slip stitch into the next stitch, and then into that stitch, the next following stitch, we're going to do 2 half doubles, 2 doubles, and a half double, skip a stitch, and then a slip stitch. And we're going to do that all the way across, and I'll meet you at the end for the very last one. So I'll do one more and show you. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, pull through all 3. That's your first half, second half, first double, second double, and then another half double, all into that same stitch. Skip into the next and do a slip. And go ahead and do that all the way across until you get to the end, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I'm coming up on my last pumpkin here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my stitches into this last pumpkin stitch. You should have a total of 7 pumpkins when you're finished with this. Okay, so after your last pumpkin, you should have 3 stitches left. 1, 2, and 3. We are not going to skip a stitch for this time, for this last pumpkin. What we're going to do is we are going to slip stitch into the very next stitch, pull up your yarn, pull through for your slip stitch into the very next stitch after this last pumpkin, pull your yarn through again, and then we're going to cut this off. And that will be the end of that pumpkin patch. So we should have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? Like I said, we're just going to slip stitch into the very next stitch after you did your last pumpkin, and you should have 2 stitches left. Technically, we're going to have 3, like we do on this side, 1, 2, 3, but we need to, end that somewhere. So there's your little pumpkin patch. All right, and next is for, alrighty, so I have my yarn attached to my brown from the previous row. We're going to insert our hook, pull up our yarn, and we're going to chain 2. Then we're going to insert our hook into the next stitch and do a single crochet. Pull up your yarn over, and pull through 2. Insert your hook, pull up your yarn, and pull through 2. So we'll have a total of 3 single crochets there. Go ahead and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to make our stem on our pumpkin. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a double crochet in between the 2 double crochets of the pumpkin. So we have our half double crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. In between these 2 double crochets, we're going to yarn over on our hook, insert our hook between the 2 double crochets, pull up the yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, and there's our stem. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. From the previous row, from the where the orange is, where we did our slip stitch, we are going to insert our hook into that brown right there, yarn over. I'm so sorry, I don't know why I'm going to the brown. You're not going into the brown. We're going into the orange, between the orange right here. Right here, we're going to do a slip stitch. So go ahead and pull your yarn through. Chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over again in between the 2 double crochets. Insert your hook, pull up, and do a double crochet. And there's our stem. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. In between the slip stitch from the previous row right here, we're going to insert our hook and do another slip stitch, just like so. Chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over in between the 2 doubles, insert your hook, and do a double crochet. And we're going to do that all the way across. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. In between that slip stitch, insert your hook, do another slip stitch, and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, double crochet, and make our stem. Okay? And go ahead and do that all the way across. And when we get to the end right here, I'll show you what you have to do. I'm coming up on the last chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do a single crochet into this stitch right here. So go ahead and insert your hook, pull up your yarn, yarn over, and pull through 2. Into the next stitch, another single crochet. And then into the last one here, another single crochet. And that completes our row of our stems. I went ahead and attached my blue yarn to my brown yarn from the previous row where the green is, right there. So you can go ahead and do the same if you like, or you can attach it right to this green. But I'm going to go back into this stitch right here, and I'm going to chain up 4. So 1. Alrighty, so I have my blue yarn. I'm going to stick it, like I said, I always go to the opposite side of where I ended. So on this side here, I'm going to stick my hook into that first single crochet we made. It was actually a chain of 2, if you remember. And we're going to attach our yarn there, just like so. And we're going to insert our hook back into that single crochet, pull it up, and we're going to do a chain of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do a treble crochet into the next 2 stitches here. So this one and that one. So we're going to yarn over twice, insert your hook into the very next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into the very next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. And that is our 3 treble crochets right there. Just want to grab more yarn here. Okay, now for the next one, we are going to yarn over, and we're going to actually go into the pumpkin, into this first stitch right here of that pumpkin, and this stitch right here. So go ahead and yarn over, insert your hook into that very first stitch right there, pull your yarn up, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert your hook, go right back into the second stitch, not the same one, I said right back, but right back into the one I explained there. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through all 3 for 2 double crochets together for that stitch right there. Okay, now we are going to yarn over, pull through, and make a chain. Now we're going to go to the other side of the pumpkin. Okay, we're going to yarn over, we're going to go into this stitch right here, right there by the stem. Pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the very next stitch right here of the pumpkin. Pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through all 3 for 2 double crochets together. Moving right along, we are going to yarn over twice because now we are going to do 2 treble crochets together. So we're going to yarn over twice, and we're actually going to go into the brown stitch right there. So we're going to go into that brown stitch right there, if you can see that. I know it's a little hard with the dark brown. We're going to pull up, we're going to pull through 2, pull through 2. We're going to yarn over twice, go into the next stitch where our slip stitch was, insert our hook, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2. We should have 3 on our hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And that's what we should have. Okay, now we're going to do 2 double crochet together. So yarn over, insert your hook into this stitch right here, pull up, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through all 3 for 2 double crochets together. Chain 1, yarn over, push this forward a little bit, the stem, insert your hook into that top of that double crochet there. We're going to do 2 double crochets together, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch below that one, right in there, pull through 2, 3 on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And that is what you should have so far. I'm going to push that green back there a little bit and pop out the stem. Okay. And there's our little pumpkin so far. So now go ahead and yarn over, and again we're going to go into the brown and do 2 treble crochets together. We're going to, geez, I feel like I got it way too tight there. All right, let me try that over again. Yarn over twice, insert into the brown, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, into the stitch where the slip stitch was, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through all 3, just like so. Okay, now 2 double crochets together into this stitch right here, pull through 2, insert your hook, pull through 2, and pull through all 3, just like so. Then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do the same process all the way down. Okay, so it's chain 1, 2 double crochets together, 2 treble crochets together, 2 double together, chain 1, 2 double together, 2 treble together, 2 double together, chain 1, all the way across till we reach the end, and I'll meet you there. Now onto our pumpkin patch. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're not going to be starting at any ends. We're actually going to skip 2, 1, 2, go into the third one, pull your yarn through, tie it on. We're going to put our needle back into that stitch and bring it up. And that's actually going to be considered our slip stitch. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to do a half double crochet. Yarn over, pull your yarn through all 3 on your hook. Another half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, and pull through all 3. So now we have 2 half double crochets. Yarn over, and we're going to do a double crochet. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook and all into the same stitch, and make another half double crochet. So we have 2 half double crochets, 2 double crochets, and a half double crochet. Next, we are going to skip this stitch right here, go into this next stitch right here, and do a slip stitch, just like so. Next one, we're going to do another slip stitch. Okay. Next one, we're going to do the same thing as we did before. We're going to do a half double crochet, stick your needle in, pull through all 3, yarn over into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2 for a double crochet, another double crochet, and then another half double crochet, all into the same stitch. So it's 2 halves, 2 double, and 1 half. Skip the next stitch into this stitch right here. We are going to do a slip stitch, then into the next stitch, another slip stitch. Into the next, we are going to do the same bunch to make our pumpkin. Half double crochet into the same stitch, 2 double crochets, another double, whoops, sorry about that, half double crochet, another half double crochet, 2 double crochets, and then another half double crochet. Then we are going to skip the next stitch, go into the next, yarn up, pull through, do a slip stitch, next one, another slip stitch, yarn over, do another bunch, so it's a half double crochet, another half double crochet, a double crochet, another double crochet, and then a half double crochet. skip, next stitch, slip stitch, next stitch, slip stitch, yarn over, another group right into that stitch right there, half double crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, another double crochet, and then a half double crochet. Then skip, slip stitch, and that's the end. So right now we are going to yarn over after the slip stitch, pull your yarn through and clip that off. Okay, and that's what we have so far. We should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now time for our stems. So what we're going to do is we're going back to the pumpkin here, and we did a half double crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. In between the two double crochets right here, we are going to put our green, or whatever color you're using for your stem. We're going to insert our hook, pull up, and chain 2. 1, 2. So that's actually going to count as our stem. So we'll be doing a double crochet in between each of these two double crochets in the pumpkin. Okay, so now we are going to chain up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over and double crochet right in between the two double crochets in the pumpkin. Sometimes it can be a little tricky with the yarn because it wants to roll the other way with the chains. Okay, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over. Insert your hook between the two double crochets from the previous. Insert your hook, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over into our last pumpkin and work our double crochet and pull through. Okay, and then you can clip off, and I'll meet you back for the next round. Now on to our blue, which is our fifth row as far as stitches are going, but it's actually really our third because we're going to fill in this space between these pumpkins, but in fact we'll be working off the second row. All right, so I already attached my yarn into the chain space here, the top of that chain space. So go ahead and do that if you haven't done so already. I'm going to insert my hook and pull up, and we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to yarn over twice, and we're going to do 2 treble crochets, 1 into this stitch and 1 into this stitch. So insert your hook, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice again, insert your hook, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And that is 2 double crochets together, and we have our treble crochet, not 2 double crochets, 2 treble crochets together, and we have our first treble here. Now we're going to single stitch into the top of the pumpkin here. So right there next to the stem, right at the top here, we're just going to insert our hook, make sure 2 are on like that V there, pull your yarn through, and we're doing a single crochet. Now we're going to come around and we're going to do the same thing on this side right at the top there. So you kind of have to push your hook through here, right through there, pull your yarn through, and do a single crochet, just like so. Okay. Now we are going to do two, I'm so sorry, I keep saying three. 2 treble crochets together in this stitch right here. Let me take my yarn out, show you. So we're going to do 2 treble crochets together, one here and one here. Okay, and that is where we did our slip stitches. So in those 2 stitches right there, we're going to do 2 treble crochets together. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, make sure you're around that green. As you see, the green yarn is behind. Pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice again into that stitch where we did our second slip stitch, pull up your blue, yarn over, pull through 2. Oh boy, I lost mine. All right, let me just get back to where I was. Pull through 2. Then I have 3 on my hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So that's 2 treble crochets together like we did in the beginning. Now we're going to go into the top of this pumpkin, insert your hook, pull the blue through, and do a single crochet. Okay, now we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to insert our hook, the top of that stitch there, pull up, and do another single crochet. Now for our 2 treble crochet together. So yarn over twice, insert our hook into where we did our slip stitches from the previous, not our previous row, because that was our previous row with the green, but where the pumpkins are, and do 2 treble crochets together. Single crochet at the top. Just doesn't look right to me. Sorry. Okay, single crochet at the top here, just like so. Go around into the top of that stitch, another single crochet. And that is what we're going to do all the way along. And I will meet you back when we get to the end of here, okay? All right, I'm coming up at my last stitch here, well, last stitch on my pumpkin. So I'm going to insert my hook, do a single crochet, and now we are going to do a treble crochet together in this stitch right here. I'm off the camera here. In this stitch where we slip stitched, and into this one we're going to do 2 treble crochets together and then 1 treble crochet in the very last stitch by itself. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert your hook again, not into the same space, the next stitch, pull through 2, and then pull through all 3, and then another treble crochet in that very last stitch. Just like so. And there are your rows of your little pumpkin patch. Now if you want, you can push these little pumpkin stems through so they pop a little more on the pumpkin. You know, just kind of push them to push the blue stitch to the back and pop them out like so. First one might be a little challenging because it was the chain 2, but the rest should be fairly easy. Okay, just like that. How cute. All right, on to the next row. We're going to chain up 2, 1, 2, turn our work, yarn over. We're going to do a half double crochet into that same stitch. Into the next stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. Into the next stitch right here, we're going to do a half double crochet. Into the next stitch, we're going to do 2 half double crochets right into this stitch right here. So yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, pull through all 3, all in the same stitch there. Next stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. Next stitch, half double crochet. Yarn over. Into this stitch, we're going to do 2 half double crochets into that same stitch. Next stitch, half double crochet. Next stitch, half double crochet. Next stitch, 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. Next stitch, half double crochet. Next stitch, half double crochet. Next stitch, 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. Next stitch, half double crochet. Next stitch, half double crochet. Next stitch, 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. Yarn over, half double crochet into the next stitch, and now we're at our chain stitch here, and we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the top of that chain 4. So that's 1 and 2, and that completes our, well, I don't even know where row that is. 1, 2, 3, I guess technically our 4th or 5th row there. Alrighty, and I'll meet you back for the next row. Alrighty, now on to creating the leaves. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain up 2, turn your work, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, and do a half double crochet, yarn over, and do another half double crochet, yarn over, another half double crochet. So we have 4 stitches so far. Yarn over, insert your hook, do another half double crochet. And now we're going to actually do one more. Yarn over, half double crochet. So we should have a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half double crochets. And now we're going to bring in our other yarn. So what we're going to do is just, oh my God. So I have my other yarn on my hook, and what I'm going to do is actually, I never like switching colors like this, but for this one I have to. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to pull up, and what I'm going to do is pull up my other yarn color through instead of the blue. I see a piece of hair. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get that out of the way. And so pull that through. Oops. You want to pull this tight. And then you're going to let the blue drop. And you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, just like so. Then we're going to yarn over, we're going to insert our hook, and we're going to pull through all 3, just like that. Okay? And just kind of pull these and tighten it up a little bit. Now we're going to switch back to the blue. So go ahead and grab your blue. Now we want to work this yellow in with the blue, because if we left it behind, and we worked it, it's just going to be like a big string hanging behind. So we're going to have to work with that. Okay, so now yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch with your blue, pull up and pull through all 3, just like so. Okay, yarn over, half double crochet into next stitch. So we did another half double crochet is what we did there. Yarn over, another half double crochet, another half double crochet. Make sure you're working around that yellow. We're bringing that with us. Okay, just like that. So it's what it look like in the back. Okay, insert your hook. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over and do 1 more. And we're going to do another yellow. And I just realized that. I always realize that when I'm supposed to be pulling it up. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up, and pull up your yellow. So yarn over, insert your hook, and pull up your yellow and drop your blue. Bring up your yellow, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And now you should have the yellow on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook, and make sure you're working around that blue. Pull up, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then we want to drop the yellow, yarn over with our blue, insert our hook into the next stitch, and make sure we bring over that yellow. Work behind that yellow, on top of that yellow, if that makes any sense. So there's my yarn. So I'm bringing my yarn around and pulling through all 3, just like so. Okay, that's what it looks like in the back. Now we're going to do another half double crochet, and another, and another. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to start with our yellow again. So we are going to yarn over with our yellow, bring the blue around, insert our hook, pull up our yellow, and pull through all 3. And we're going to yarn over with our blue, drop the yellow behind, go into the next stitch, grab our blue, not our yellow. We want our yellow there, but we don't want to work it in, and pull through all 3, just like that. Next 2 stitches, half double crochet. Make sure you're working around that yellow, just like so. Okay. Now we should have both of these colors here, and we're going to bring them up with us to the next layer. So what you want to do is you kind of want to bring this yellow around, and we're going to chain, excuse me, we're going to chain up 1, 2, 3. We're going to yarn over twice. We're going to insert our hook, make sure we're going around that yellow. We're going to actually skip this stitch and go into this next stitch right here, insert our hook, pull through 2. I'm so sorry, I don't know why I wrapped around twice. We have a chain 3. We're going to yarn over. We're not going into this next stitch right here. We're going into the following stitch. Make sure that yellow is on top there. Pull up your blue, yarn over, pull through 2. Now bring your yellow, drop your blue, pull through 2, and pull that tight, a little tighter. We're going to yarn over with our yellow, but you still need to have that blue there. So now we're going into that yellow stitch right there, just like so. Pull up, and we're going to do 3 double crochets into that stitch. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Now we're going to chain up 1, 2, go back into that first stitch and pull through and pull through. So it's kind of like a little picot. Yarn over and do 3 more double crochets and make sure you're around that blue into that same stitch. Just like so. Now when we pull through these 2 right here, now we're going to drop our yellow, pull up our blue, and pull through. Okay? And that's our first leaf. Okay? Now we're going to pull this yellow a little tighter, yarn over, go into this next stitch. I'm so sorry, we're skipping the next stitch. We're skipping the next 2 stitches. Skip, skip, and into the next, we're going to do a double crochet. So now with this one, you want to pull the yellow a little tighter, just like so. Okay? And that's going to be our leaf, our first leaf. Okay? Now if you didn't want to do the leaves, you can just do double crochets through here. Okay, so yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over again, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now this time we're going to pick up our yellow and drop our blue. So drop the blue, pick up the yellow, pull through 2, yarn over. We're going into this stitch right here. Make sure our blue's there, and we are going to work 3 double crochets into the same stitch. Chain up 2, 1, 2, and back into that first chain stitch. Pull through, skip stitch, make it like a little picot. Yarn over, go into that same stitch again and do 3 more double crochets. Now we are going to, oh, I'm so sorry, you know what I just did? Forgot to change my color. So, I didn't have to take it all the way out, but it's just easier. Okay, so yarn over, pull through, and now we're going to pull on that yellow, and now we're going to pull up the blue and pull through. Okay, just like so. And pull that yellow pretty tight, and the blue. And we're going to skip the next stitch, skip the next, and go into the third there, and work a double crochet. Make sure you're over the yellow. And like I said, make sure you pull that yellow pretty good. Okay, and that's like our second leaf. Now we're going to yarn over, insert your hook, do a double crochet, make sure you're around that yellow, and keep working. Oh boy, my yarn is getting a little tangled here. Yarn over, make sure you're working around. Now when we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now on our 6th stitch here, we're going to drop the blue, pick up the yellow, and pull through 2. Make sure they're both pretty tight. Yarn over, go into that yellow stitch, do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 1, 2, work a picot, yarn over, and do 3 more double crochets. Oh, I did it again. Every time I have to change my color. Sorry about that. Hopefully you're changing your colors the way you're supposed to. So pull up, pull through 2, and then drop the yellow. Pick up the blue. Make sure you pull pretty tight. Have the yellow over this way. Pull that yellow. Pull through the blue. And pull that yellow pretty good. And the blue pretty good. Yarn over. Skip the next 2 stitches into that next stitch. Do a double crochet. Oops, you see what I did? I didn't work over my yellow. That's not what you want to do. So you want to make sure you're working over your yellow. Bring that with you. Yarn over, skip the next 2, like I said, and then pull through the yellow. Pull that pretty good through there. Yarn over and do double crochets. And I start with half double crochets. No. I don't know what it is. I'm really tired doing this tonight, and I'm like, where am I? Oh my word. It felt like I did, but no, I'm not. Oh boy. Okay, let's stay focused. I guess because of these color changes, I'm just getting so confused for a second. Okay, so double crochet. I don't know. I gotta take that one out. It looks like I only did a half double crochet. Maybe that's why I'm getting confused. Yarn over. Skip 2 into this one, double crochet. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I don't know. Okay, yarn over. Make sure you do all double crochets throughout this entire row. And what you're going to do is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain off this one and cut it. Oh no, I can't cut that. What we're going to do, I don't know what to do with this yellow right this moment. Let me just realize it doesn't look very good right there, but oh well.